Hello, my name is Flo, and this is the Grape Jelly Library, where we love to talk about books. Welcome to my channel. I am so glad to have you. I always look forward to your visit. Today we are going to do the New Year tag. New Year, new me, new you, New Year tag. Yeah, that seems to all jive with one another, so let's do it. This tag is an original tag created by Jessie Reads Romance, and I was tagged by Read by Fred. If you haven't checked out their channels, please do so after this tag. They are both lovely channels and worthy of your time and your subscribe. Super important to hit that subscribe button and the thumbs up. We all need a little helping hand and a little support from one another, and it's a wonderful thing when the community comes together to lend that helping hand. Thank you so much. So this tag is 8 prompts long, and it's a very fun tag. Good job, Jessie. Good job. So let's just get right into them. Question number 1. What are you most excited about for 2023? I am excited about a lot of things. A lot. Right now, the vision that I'm getting in my head was the swimming pool and summer and flowers, roses, bumblebees, butterflies, that sort of thing. I get excited with the change of weather. I'm excited about my BookTube channel. I'm excited about that. It's like clicking in my head to stop being so busy and just learn to be. And so I'm excited to change my channel up a little bit, dedicate a little more of my time to you and this love of mine. I hope you love it as well. I am looking forward to the new and improved me. I have joined a fitness studio, and I'm looking forward to holding myself accountable and seeing what changes are manifesting within my outer appearance as well as my inner. I'm sure that my, what do they say, inner beauty will shine through. Yeah, because to me, outer beauty isn't, I'm not so, it's the inner beauty that counts. So I think if you have an inner beauty, it makes you more beautiful on the outside. Does that make any sense? But that's what I'm looking forward to. Come spring, what physical changes and inner changes will I have improved upon in myself? That will make me super excited. I always try to improve myself, even if it's right down to better penmanship. I'm always looking to do better for me. I hope you are too. We all need to do better for ourselves, right? So I guess that's what I'm excited about. New challenges, new friendships that I'm going to make on my BookTube channel. Yeah, just, being alive and enjoying new experiences. Number 2, do you have a GoodReads challenge goal, and why that number? Yeah, I've always set a GoodReads book reading goal. But something in the back of my mind was telling me, don't do that. Don't succumb to the pressure of having to. Life should be easy breezy, right? It shouldn't be any harder than it has to be. We already have to deal with enough hard stuff. And so in watching Fred's video from Read by Fred, he nailed it. He nailed it. He said he always reads 24 books, which is typically 2 books a month. And he doesn't get tied up in those numbers because that takes away from the joy of reading. And light bulb. Yeah, that's what reading is all about. It's not about how many books you can conquer. It's about the quality of the book and the enjoyment of the act. So nailed it, Fred. Good job. And I kind of share his view. So no reading GoodReads reading goal for me. List 3 5-star predictions. I don't know if I can do that because there's a lot of great books out there. And there's so many books that I need to get to. But Fox and I is a book that I have on my shelf somewhere that I am going to be getting to very, very soon. And I know I don't know the author right off the top of my head, but I will post everybody's channel and the author to this book in my description below, so you can easily reference that. But I am predicting when I read that book, it's going to definitely be a 5-star book. And for me, also 5 stars is like a number that isn't seen too rarely. I once had a college professor who gave eagles out, and he said, you know, don't expect to see an eagle because it takes an awful lot to get an eagle, so he doesn't give them out freely. And within that first semester, I had gotten 5 of them in my poetry, so I was like, ooh. And I'll tell you what, a little story. At first, everybody applauded, and I was so embarrassed because, you know, the spotlight is on me. And then the next time, which was the following week, oddly enough, I got another one, and everybody applauded. And then the next one, they applauded, but then they started looking at me a little bit different. And the 4th and the 5th time, I think they were over me. Which is, I get it. I totally get it. But it wasn't something I was trying to do. It was just something that happened. But yeah, I look back on that now. I'm super proud of that. And so that's how I kind of do my star rating. If it's a book worthy of a 5-star, I absolutely want to rate it as that. But most of my books get about 3 and 4. And I try to never give a 1 or a 2. But there has been a book that I couldn't even give a star to. When I think of what that book is, I'll mention it in another video, but generally 3 and 4 stars is what I work with. Okay. So I can't really say about the other 4 books, but I really do think Fox and I is going to be a 5-star book. What genre, subgenre, or trope do you want to read more of? You know, I was going to say sci-fi or horror because they're 2 genres that I don't really delve into, but I'm not going to say that. I am actually going to say more of everything. I just want to incorporate more of everything that I can. I like to be well-rounded. So I'm not going to pick a specific one, but I am going to pick as many of them as I can. So I'm just going to say, you know, a little bit of every genre. Number 5, what trope do you think will be the most popular in 2023? When I watch BookTubes, when I watched the bigger BookTubers, a lot of them kind of dealt with the romance novels, which I'm not a romance reader. I am a nonfiction reader. But I see more and more of the big YouTube book channels turning over to the romance. So I don't know. I think, and when I'm watching a lot of the smaller ones, they are history and they are horror and a few sci-fi. So the bigger ones, romance. The smaller ones, I'm going to say horror. 6, name 3 bookish goals for the year. All right, 3 bookish goals. Definitely after my 25 book read what you own challenge, I've been reading a lot of crappy books. So one of the goals is to be more selective. Just because I like a cover doesn't mean I have to bring that sucker home with me. So I'm going to be more selective in what I am choosing. 2, to absolutely dedicate more time to the books, to the reading, and 3, to one of my goals is to get these shelves better organized. I have a hard time finding books on the shelves because like they're all willy-nilly, and some of them have been here for a few years. So my brain sometimes tells me a general direction to go, but I don't always come up, with the book in hand. So to get a better grip on these shelves. Also, I'm, the downstairs where my books first started to generate, before I had the library, I used to, buy a book and then put it on the shelf, and then I would stand back and look at my bookshelves and just think all of that is in my head, whether I actually physically remember most of the book or just pieces of the book, or maybe not even remember the book at all. At one point, it was in my head, and, that made me happy. Our brains can only hold so much information before we have to let them go. But at one point, it was in my head, and that's a lot of information to have. So what I since done, since I moved my books upstairs, is just filled those shelves with knickknacks. And knickknacks get dusty and dirty, and I am like so over them. So I am just like gonna have a yard sale and get rid of those and fill those shelves up with books again, so that I'll have books in the living room, books in the parlor, books in the library, books in the kitchen, books everywhere I go. So that is a goal of mine too. Mayo, number 7, name 3 personal goals for the year. Okay, fitness. It's always fitness. Another goal of mine is I'm always, come spring, my method is I do my spring cleaning in January and February. And then when I get outside in March and April, I start getting rid of stuff outside, start painting things once the weather gets a little warmer, and so that it cooperates with the paint. I start painting siding and patios and stuff like that, spray painting furniture. So I like to do all of that. So come June, I don't have to do anything but pull an occasional weed, make my summer kind of less stressful and free up some of my time. So I am looking forward to sitting down and not actually doing anything. Just sitting down and being and reading and enjoying nature, the birds and the butterflies and the bees and the breeze and things like that. Learning to be calm. And my third goal, I would say, let's see, what will be my third goal? Fitness, just being, and I want to spend a lot less money than I actually spend. I'm kind of over it. I'm at the age where I don't really need anything. I don't really want anything. And I have to tell myself, just because something is cute doesn't mean I have to possess it. I'm actually looking to just keep what I have and take care of it like I always have, and add no more to anything in the house. So to spend less money. Number 8, what do you want to leave behind in 2022? Well, that is easy. Negativity, bad wuju, fear, being in my head too much, getting in my own way, just anything negative. I have no room in my life for negative. So if you want positive, come on in, the doors are open. But if you're going to bring all this like negative stuff, I'm running. I'm going to run. So no negativity. I'm leaving that far behind. Oh, and you know what else is a good thing? Suitcases that have already been packed with shit from the past mentally. If there was any kind of mental disturbance or something that was out of my control or something that haunts me, they are packed in suitcases, and I have left them back there in 2022, 2021, 2020, never to be retrieved. This isn't one of those luggage conveyor belts at the airport where it's going to keep coming around haunting me. No way. It's back there. I walked away, and that's where it's staying. Positivity and good vibes always moving forth. So I have to go to work today, and that's where I am headed right now, and I have to stop at the bank before I get there, and I'm running a little bit late, but that's okay. We'll make it. Have a beautiful day, friends. Keep reading. Know that I love you. Be well, be good, and keep reading. Oh yeah, and I want to tag some people. I'm going to tag them in my description, okay? Because I'm a little short on time. So I'm just going to elaborate on this video in my description. Check it out and go visit their channels. Bye.